And welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled, Can I Buy Chomaitz from a Store After Pesach? When the store owner is not religious, and maybe he didn't take the sale of Chomaitz seriously. So I go into a store after Pesach. I go to a markola in an area. I see the owner. I don't know if he's from or not. He doesn't have a kippah. Doesn't seem to be very religious, but we never know, of course. We can't judge. And I don't know if he took the sale seriously. He has a tuda. It says at the local Rabbanut in Tel Aviv, in Akko, wherever, Telaim, Beersheva, he sold his chametz. He went through the sale with the local Rabbanut, and the chametz was sold over Pesach. And therefore, the noodles that I see on his shelf the day after Pesach, they were sold. But I don't know if he took it seriously. Or worse, I know that during Pesach, I saw him go ahead, and the chametz was covered. He went in, and for non-religious customer, he took the noodles out and he sold it. In other words, he made a joke out of the sale. And he went ahead and he really is stealing from the Gentile if it was really a sale or the sale was a joke. So they asked this question to Rav Moshe about 60 years ago. What do we do in such a case when the owner is making a joke out of the sale and he's going ahead and taking the noodles? He covered everything up like the rabbi told him to. Like the local rabbi said, cover everything up. All the chametz is covered. You're only selling the milk and the cheese and the yogurts and the fruits and the vegetables and all that other stuff. Yeah, and the noodles you're not selling. He said, okay, fine. And they said, listen, the rabbi tells him, if you do this, then people will buy from you after Pesach because you have a tudah, a document that's shown, that's displayed that you sold your chametz. He said, fine. But he made a joke out of it. So Rav Moshe says that he signed the contract. It's a legitimate contract. And we don't look at it as a joke. We look at it as a sale where the chametz was sold. Let's say he has 500 boxes of noodles. Those 500 boxes of noodles were sold. And yes, over Pesach, 10 of them he took out. So those 10 that he took out, he stole it from the guy, and theoretically he'd have to pay back to the guy. But the 490 were sold. And he did not violate owning those 490. And those 490 boxes that were left were owned by the guy, and now another Jew could buy it after Pesach. That's Rav Moshe. Moshe even goes further to say that because he doesn't care about those 10 boxes, he wants to make his money, and he sells those 10 boxes. We don't have a negative assumption that he wants to violate the prohibition of owning the other 490 boxes. And therefore, the sale is a sale. It was written. It's a document, and that's it. He writes that in 1958 when it first occurred, and then 2 years later, people asked some questions about it, and he held his ground. And he said, no, it's a legitimate sale, and you could buy chametz from him after Pesach, because the fact that he violated the contract and he went ahead and he showed he doesn't care that much about owning chametz and selling chametz, that doesn't nullify the rest of the chametz. That's Rav Moshe's position on buying chametz in a store where there's a tudah, a document is displayed that he made the sale over Pesach. Shalom.